Seafood Souq serves as a digital ecosystem for the trade of seafood, not only in the UAE but also around the world. We meet with Sean Dennis, CEO and co-founder of Seafood Souq, to discuss the link between the seafood supply chain and sustainability.
So Seafood Souq was selected as a case study by the United Nations as part of their Ocean Sustainability Decade. So the Sustainability Development Goals and ESG, again, as I mentioned, are right at our core, and how we try to cultivate or promote that, not just globally, but in particular the UAE as our home in the Middle East is sort of where we create it. A great project which really highlights that is what we've done in Oman, where fishers were going out, catching grade A fish, but because of the, let's say, the practices that they were employing, their lack of access to a sales market, and the number of breakages within the cold chain for it to reach the market, they were getting paid absolutely nothing for their product. In fact, far less than they should have been getting paid. In addition to that, because they were getting paid such a small amount, they were having to go and fish so much more. So because we went in there and brought groups in like IPNLF to train them to how to fish better quality fish, we provided the sales market or the route to market. They were getting a higher price for their fish, buyers were happy, fewer breakages in the cold chain. They were, from a socioeconomic perspective, getting paid better, wealthier. And then from an environmental perspective, they weren't having to go out and fish so much, putting less pressure on fish stocks. And that's been something we've deployed in Oman to great success. In fact, a lot of these products we're selling to the US and Europe now, as well as the UAE, which has been really exciting to sort of see. That's something that we can replicate globally and in many other sort of developing nations. In terms of, I mentioned this earlier, our belief that traceability is the precursor to sustainability, we created a company called SFS Technologies to provide traceability throughout the supply chain. So not just at source, and there's lots of suppliers that provide great traceability at source, all the accreditations they get to show that they're doing a better job than maybe their competitor or than another country. But a lot of that information disappears within the supply chain. SFS Trace is able to provide that visibility throughout, all the way through to the end buyer. We deploy a QR code on, in some cases, the retail packaging, which the end consumer can see in supermarkets. And that's in place in Europe, US, as well as here, which is fantastic to see. It builds awareness from the consumer's perspective, not just from the business's side. We've gone one step further with that in the creation or formation of an exclusive partnership with a number of hotel groups within the region. One in particular that we're really proud of is with Atlantis Hotel Group, where we've co-developed a sustainability dashboard, which enables them to view the data on the sustainability metrics, sourcing practices, etc., of all the seafood that they procure, whether or not it's through Seafood Souq or different partners, which is great. So it's intrinsically separated from the ecosphere to provide traceability to the different, sort of like the different buyers, for example, even down to carbon usage, which I know is particularly important as a focus in this region.
Learn more about sustainable innovations and startups in the MENA region on our comprehensive report at lucidityinsights.com. Available for free.